In a realm where magic and wonder reign, why do we limit ourselves to horses, ships, and stereotypical dragons for travel? Today we'll explore path weaving, my unique step-by-step process for designing fantasy transportation modes. After a bit of theory, we'll then delve deep into a detailed example showcasing the crystal crawlers. Hi everyone, my name is Sasha, and this video is part of my ongoing deep dive into the realms of storytelling, world building, and fantasy writing. Let's cut straight to the chase. When you dive into most fantasy novels or films, what do you see? Horses galloping, ships sailing, and yes, the almost obligatory dragon flights. It's a classic trio, but let's be honest, it's been done to death. Now, I'm not here to bash these time-honored methods. They have that charm and place, even in my stories. But think about it, in a genre where the only limit is our imagination, why do we almost exclusively keep circling back to these same well-trodden paths? It's like having an entire palette of vibrant colors and only painting with shades of gray. Why does this happen? To a large degree because these familiar methods are safe. They are tried and true, easily recognizable by readers and viewers. But in clinging to the familiar, we're missing out on an opportunity to truly mesmerize and captivate our audience with something new and unexpected. By settling for the conventional, we limit the potential of our worlds. Think of it like this: if your world's geography, culture, and technology are different from our own, shouldn't the ways people move around be different too? It's all about consistency, about making your world breathe and live with authenticity. And that's where the magic of innovation comes in. It's not just about being different for the sake of it. It's about enhancing the believability and depth of your world. When transport methods align seamlessly with the world's culture, history, and technology, they do more than just move characters from point A to point B. They become a living, breathing part of your world's tapestry. Alright, let's tackle the theory of path weaving first, and then we'll explore it in depth with the example of the crystal crawlers. First up, we have conceptual genesis, which is all about defining the role of your transportation method. Ask yourself, what purpose does it serve in your world? Is it for exploration, connecting distant lands, or maybe warfare? If your transportation has a power source, consider this here as well, since it can be a defining characteristic. For instance, if your world harnesses elemental magic, this could be the driving force behind your transportation method. Step 2 then is about assessing the environmental impact. Transportation doesn't exist in a vacuum, it's part of the world's ecosystem. Think about how your mode of travel fits into and affects the environment. Does it harmonize with nature, like ships that sail with the currents? Or is it disruptive, like machines that carve through landscapes? Plausible design is key. If your world values harmony with nature, for example, then your transportation should reflect that. Next, as step 3, we have elemental technological fusion. Here, creativity takes a front seat. Blend the elements of nature with technological innovation or magical enchantments to create something truly unique. Consider a world where plants and technology intertwine, resulting in living airships whose sails are giant leaves that absorb sunlight for energy. Or imagine a world of fiery landscapes with vehicles whose heat-resistant runes absorb and convert thermal energy from lava flows for power. This step is about ensuring that your transportation is not just visually stunning, but also logically integrated into your world's fabric. Step 4 is about capabilities and limitations. Here we focus on the practical aspects of your transportation. This includes who builds it, its speed, range, and capacity. In a world with advanced metallurgy and engineering, you might have high-speed rail systems constructed by renowned guilds or clans. In a more mystical setting, transportation could be slower but more enchanting, like enchanted boats that travel at the speed of the river's natural flow. Reflect on how the technology or magic of your world influences these operational aspects. This ensures your designs are not only imaginative, but also practical and relevant to your world's context. In step 5, we look into sentience and maintenance. Consider if your transportation has consciousness, or if it requires specific maintenance routines. For sentient beings, delve into their care, relationships with caretakers, and ethical considerations. For non-sentient mechanical or magical vehicles, discuss the specialists or guilds that are responsible for their construction and upkeep. For example, a society that uses crystal-powered airships might have a dedicated order of crystal mages and engineers for their maintenance and operation. This adds depth to your transportation methods, ensuring they are fully integrated into your world's societal and economic structures. Following that, in step 6, we ensure aesthetic and cultural alignment with that practical design. How do your designs blend into the daily lives of your world's inhabitants? Your transportation should be a reflection of your world's culture and aesthetics. Is it ornate and artistic, or rugged and functional, or a blend of both? It's all about balancing form and functions. Your designs should be as practical as they are beautiful. At the very end, it's time for step 7 and a last reality check. This final step serves as an overall assessment to make sure that all the different aspects come together nicely. Ask yourself these crucial questions. Does the transportation method logically fit within the technological and magical constraints of your world? Have you considered the societal impact and versatility of this method? Does it enhance the storytelling by adding depth to the world's culture and history? It doesn't have to be realistic in our world, but it's important to ensure believability within the context of your unique setting. If you found anything useful in the video so far, please consider giving it a like to help me grow this channel. Thank you. Now let's bring our path weaving theory to life with the example of the crystal crawlers. We start with step 1, conceptual genesis, the foundation of their existence. These majestic creatures are not just about traversing the underground realms. They embody a deep cultural connection to the earth, playing crucial roles in mining, exploration, and sacred rituals. A key aspect here is their power source, which is intrinsically linked to elemental magic, a detail we'll explore more in step 3. Moving on to step 2, environmental impact, crystal crawlers are more than just inhabitants of the underground. They are custodians of their subterranean ecosystem. Their movements aid in the natural erosion of the soil and inadvertently cultivate rare underground flora, contributing significantly to the ecological balance and affecting everything from water flow to the habitats of unique cave-dwelling species. Now let's step into step 3, elemental technological fusion. These creatures are a testament to the harmonious blend of nature and magic. Originally existing in a more primitive form, they were discovered and enhanced by geomancers who harnessed and augmented their natural abilities. Their crystalline bodies, capable of refracting light, are powered by the minerals they consume and further supplemented by ancient earth magic. This fusion not only propels them, but also heightens their natural abilities like sensing seismic vibrations, allowing them to navigate through the most challenging terrains. In terms of step 4, capabilities and limitations, the crystal crawlers are a marvel of natural engineering and magical enhancement. Passengers and cargo are carried in uniquely designed crystalline compartments situated on their back, providing a smooth and surreal journey through the underground. The crawler's speed varies depending on their size and the terrain, with larger crawlers moving slower but carrying more weight. They are guided by geomancers, individuals skilled in the art of earth magic and geology. Training to become a geomancer is an arduous process, often undertaken in specialized academies. This role is not only about controlling the crawlers, but also understanding their needs and maintaining a harmonious relationship with them. As for step 5, sentience and maintenance, the crystal crawlers possess a unique form of consciousness. They respond to the emotions and commands of the geomancer guides, requiring a deep understanding and ethical treatment. The maintenance involves a careful balance of providing the right minerals for nourishment and respecting their natural habitats for overall well-being. When it comes to step 6, aesthetic and cultural alignment, these crawlers are not just functional beings, but also a canvas of cultural expression. Their crystalline forms are often inscribed with runes and symbols, making each crawler a moving piece of art and history. This design aspect is not mere decoration, it's a reflection of the society's reverence for these creatures, as well as their role in the society's culture. As we conclude with the reality check in step 7, the crystal crawlers stand as a cohesive element within their world. Their integration into the world's magical and technological framework is seamless, aligning perfectly with the world's elemental magic and subterranean mysteries. These creatures also have a significant societal impact, reshaping cultural practices and influencing economic structures. Each crawler adorned with cultural runes is not just a transport, but a living symbol of the world's history and societies. Now, should you ever struggle to name a creation of yours, make sure to check out the video at the top sharing my insights into name crafting and my unique method called essence naming. In the world of fantasy, the traditional elements, the dragons, the castles, the enchanted forests, they all have their place. They are the foundations upon which we've built our dreams and stories. But as creators and dreamers, we have the power, and I dare say, the responsibility, to push these boundaries further. Innovative transportation in fantasy isn't just about being novel for novelty's sake. It's about enriching the tapestry of your worlds. When we devise a new way to traverse our fantastical landscapes, we're not just adding a new piece to the puzzle, we deepen the lore, reflect the unique cultures we've created, and enhance the overall storytelling experience. This philosophy has been a guiding light in my own journey so far. And I encourage you too, my fellow dreamers and creators, to experiment with your ideas. Try out the principles of path weaving we've discussed and let your imagination run wild. Whether it's creatures that traverse the depth of the ocean or ships that sail through the stars, your ideas have the power to transform your worlds in ways you might have never imagined. Let me know in the comments below if this video was helpful to you in any way and what else you might be interested in seeing me cover next. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more content like this. Have a great day, and see you in the next one.